this is my my food room. I plan on having more than just cow stuff in here, but for now, that's all the meat that I have is right there, and all of the leather that I have is on the side. This is to grow the wheat right here. Little auto. You've seen this before, right? Put the seeds in there and it'll grow.
Yes.
Back here is the cows. The cool thing about this little area is this right here. And let me preemptively do this. Hang on a second. So this is auto cooker. Put your meat and everything up there. It goes down into these two furnaces. If you'll look in the furnaces, you'll notice that it has sticks. It'll cook, and then all the stuff gets dropped down in here, right?
Yep.
So you remember those things, the sticks I was talking about?
Yep, I get where you're going.
This button right here is an amazing button, and I'll show you why.
Okay, I'm gonna get up there. I can do that.
You can do this.
I can. Oh,
there, perfect. Okay, so if you will step back into this section here. Okay, let's say you're cooking and you run out of sticks. You're like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do? I don't want to go all the way down for sticks. Magic. You push this button and it sends that cart on the way. If we run down here quickly, very, very quickly, because the cart might start coming back. So what's happening right now is the sticks that were in those 3 chests are currently being loaded into that mine chest cart. The mine cart with the chest in it.
Whatever.
Yeah. There's a redstone signal that's passing through some comparators and going underneath us right here that's making a loop. And once that chest is full, it will unpower this piston, which will send the chest back up the rail system and will refill all of the hoppers that are upstairs for my auto cooker. What I'm wanting to do is set it up so I don't even have to push a button. Make it where once the last hopper is almost empty, it will send a signal to go ahead and send the cart down on its own. So that way I never have to mess with it. It'll just automatically redo it all by itself.
So there's no waiting at all.
Right, exactly. If it starts to run out on its own, it will go ahead and fill itself back up. I never have to think about it. That's a future redstone project, and I think all I got to do is just add a comparator onto it and figure out the timing. But that's eventually this will, like I said, this will. Yeah, it's still filling. Here, we got time to go back. It will fill itself up almost completely full, and then but like I said, it comes back up here and reloads the system with sticks, and bada bing, bada boom, you're in business. Never have to mess with it.
Something I've noticed here is you have put a massive amount of work into being able to be lazy.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do something.
I mean, you've really, you don't even want the button.
I don't want, you're absolutely right. I don't want the button. So I collected, actually, Taylor helped me collect these 2 guys and then the Firefox. Oh, God, I'm sorry. And then the Firefox.
You hit.
I was pointing at the Firefox and you walked in front of me and I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
thought maybe there was a mob loose.
No. Monkey spawned these guys in here when me and Taylor were working, and we caught them in boats. I really wish I would have recorded us getting them put in here, because it was a lot of fun. She kept yelling at me because I was doing things. I was really stressing her out through this whole thing. So, yeah, this room was dedicated basically to the super mobs. I haven't put any other mobs in here. This is where I have my sugarcane automation.
Nifty.
And it's a lazy man's automation because it will grow in front of the observer blocks and pop itself and run down here and collect. So I never have to come in here and mess with this either.
You're disgusting. You
I'm sorry.
disgust me.
Do you want this at your base? Because I could totally build it for
That's okay. Thank you.
you. This is my redstone room. If I need quick access to, some redstone,
It's very small.
I got it in here. Of course, I haven't filled all these. This is my gunpowder room, and all of the sugar cane that we just looked at collects here. And there's 2 crafting tables underneath those two middle chests, so that way you can make rockets here if you want.
Jeez.
Oh, the gunpowder?
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and here's the glowstone room. I mean, it's kind of the same, same sort of deal.
I hate you. That makes me hate you.
Joel, that will hate you here. Come here.
We peasants have to go to the Nether to grab ours.
This will really irritate you then. So if you come over here, this is where the gunpowder collects, right? I also have all 3 of those.
Wow.
All 3 of these.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, my glowstone's not quite up to that par yet, and the redstone's not either. Well, I got a chest and some change of redstone, so I should probably turn it into blocks and move it upstairs. But okay, if you want to follow me, I'll take you.
It'd be too much to hope for to be able to fly, wouldn't it?
Probably at this point, maybe. Where's the sun? Oh yeah,
Is the sun bouncing?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, yeah.
Here's one of the bees that are up close. If you wanted to.
Bees. I can't see its name.
So for your viewers, I had challenged everybody on the server to get me some bat heads and Enderman heads, and that's what I used for the bees, for their faces. So I'm actually planning on building 3 butterflies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to that yet. That mushroom was built by Sherry and PJ on Sherry's Realm, and I just absolutely loved it.
They did a fantastic job.
It was amazing. And so I built the stem on the server, and I couldn't get the cap done properly. So Sherry, bless her sweet soul, came over and built it for me. We tore down my cap, and then I just let her do her thing, and that's the amazing that came out of it. She did a wonderful job on it, and I can't thank her enough for this. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I can't go on enough about it.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So we come underneath here. I want to change this to kind of a cat in the hat, sort of Cheshire, Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, since it is a mushroom. But that was after I had already built this part, so I haven't changed it.
Everything you have has something underneath it.
Well, yeah,
I
it's
didn't
Minecraft.
know. I didn't know that there was anything over here.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I got these villagers I had caught as zombies and changed them. So you'll see a few of them. Yeah, you'll see a few of them have kind of some inappropriate names. So
Who named it? Who named that one?
Clouds.
Of course.
So this is another sugarcane farm. You'll see that I have the blocks on here, the slime blocks. That's what I need to do to the other one, is what I did here. So this blue block right here, when you stand on this blue block, there is, let's see, let me think where they're at. One zombie spawner is basically directly above here.
Oh.
Another zombie spawner is directly below us here. This one block is literally the only block that you can stand on that will activate both spawners.
You're lucky.
Yeah,
I
I got
mean,
really, really lucky to find this. So you shut this switch off, and it will activate both spawners, and they land here, so you can, kill them and collect their goods down here. You get experience out of it. Sometimes I will come over here, and instead of going to the Enderman farm, I'll come over here instead, get the zombie flesh, mend all my armor, whatever. If you need to, do some enchanting, you got this going on, and you can actually take the zombie flesh and trade with these villagers with it.
how much faster is it with two?
Um, Slightly faster than one. I mean, it's not like OP or anything like that. It's not overpowered at all. It's like it's just dumping them out. It's not like the Enderman farm at all. But for convenience sake, if I don't feel like going all the way to the end, I can just come over here and if I need to make minor repairs or whatever.
Right.
Plus, I can actually, like I said, get the flesh and do some trading or whatever.
And you can look
So,
at yourself.
yeah. Yes, and everybody, I have to thank Mandy for commissioning this for me. She did that. She did that for me. I spin fire as a hobby, and she for me. So everywhere that's got my stuff on it has this map. Because I love it so much, I just put it on everything. I was tempted to actually start going around the server at random points and just putting that thing up there.
You should.
So, on the last little leg of our tour, you'll notice these little path blocks here.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow these path blocks,
you're speedy now.
They are speedy now, which is nice.
Speedy, speedy, speedy.
It will actually take you on a tour of this little area right here. I completely removed every single tree that was in this area and then replanted every tree that's here. Every blade of grass, the path blocks, all of it. I hand placed all of this. Sometimes, like, little areas like this will pop up and you can have, cool little views of, the different things that are here at the base, different views of the flowers. So even the big tree that I built, you can kind of make out the beehive. And I tried to put bees in, just randomly. So that way it'll look like they actually flew down to get inside here.
You've got like all the trees.
Seriously,
All of the trees.
All of them. That actually took a long time getting the saplings and stuff. Oh my God.
I bet. And they grow in the right tree.
Yeah.
Not an ugly tree.
It was horrendous. I am very proud though of this mushroom.
Whoa. How did that happen?
This grew naturally.
No way.
Yes, I did not build this. For whatever reason, the Notch was looking down on me when I grew this mushroom, and tall. It grew this big naturally. I couldn't believe it. So the path is all windy. We won't take the whole thing because it takes a little bit of time. But you will eventually come to this area here. Now, this area is a work in progress, obviously. I'm digging out this whole section. I'm going to line it with black concrete. And then Creepers and I, in the middle of it, are going to build a giant spider, complete with a web. And what I'd like to do is capture a creeper, a skelly, and a zombie and have them trapped in the web itself. Yeah, totally.
That's an awesome hive.
Thank you.
And I have not seen that.
Actually come over here to it. This tree took...
That tree is massive.
This tree took a little while to build. It took longer to collect the wood and the leaves than it did to build it. So, and I built this actually on my creative world I kind of wanted to do it as a surprise. So we can get a pretty good view of it if we come up here.
Ooh, you can really see it from here.
The really cool spot is up here. I actually had to rescue a pig because it was trapped out on a ledge. I don't know how the hell it even got there. Puppy put the sign here.
Pig Mountain.
Yeah, because seriously, it has like all the pigs are on this mountain.
Whoa, look at the wheat.
Yeah, I've been trying to. You'll notice in the middle it's dark, but then some of it's like lit. I've been trying to add in glowstone underneath all the water blocks to light the whole thing up because I thought it would look cool. That has seriously been an undertaking because there's a lot of water there, a lot. And some of it just it's just been. I finally had to give up on it because I was like, it was making me mad because it was taking so long. I wish I had as much time as I have for all the ideas that I have.
I
You
was
know,
just getting ready to ask you what kind of hours you think you've got into this, like real time.
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. Months of real time, like seriously, months of real time. That pink flower alone probably took. Oh,
He caught me off guard. I'm gonna
yeah.
pick him to death. Pick, pick, pick. Thank you.
I got a potato.
I
Would
saw
you like
that.
his? Would you like his potato?
No, you keep his potato.
I might need that.
He's internet.
I'm seriously, it's probably months of work out here. Just in thinking about what it is that I want, trying to get it lined out in creative, and then transferring what I did in creative onto the vanilla server without using any cheats or anything because we can't.
Right. This place
So
is massive. Like, I
that
didn't
and
realize it was this big, to be honest, Kender. I mean, I've been here, but for some
yeah,
reason it didn't dawn on me just how big
how spread out it is.
this is. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like, even though it's spread out, it's still all connected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like just dot here, dot there. It's all of it.
Well, and that's kind of what I wanted was to make. Don't turn around. There's an Enderman behind you.
Okay.
Here, let's go this way.
He's got
I really was trying hard to make a cohesive place where like you said, where everything's connected. That bush right here that's burning,
Oh, yeah.
it's actually the elevator for Skelly Farm.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you go over to it, you can actually see it inside the bush. But I needed to figure out a way to cover it, and I wanted to make it natural. So
you built a bush and set it on fire.
I built a burning bush. This is the base, man. This is it. Under each one of the, like I was saying, under each one of the flowers is a witch hut. The mushroom has the 2 zombie spawners, and
You've done a fantastic job.
thank you.
You and all the people who've helped.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't have done it without everybody's help on this whole project.
This really deserves build of the year. I mean, dang.
So, it's it's a lot of work though.
I'm gonna see if I can fly.
Do it. I believe you can fly. Oh, you did fly. Yay! That's good for you. Now, can I fly? Question.
For some reason, I have a feeling you will be able to do it.
Haha, I did it.
I like this orange flower too.
I do too. At first, when I first built it, I was like, meh, I don't know.
It looks
but
like
the
a
more
tiger lily.
The more I played around with it, the more I began to really like it a lot, and adding the redstone to it to keep mobs from spawning on it, that was a stroke of genius. I think it was either Tom or Taylor was the one that was like, hey, why don't you just put redstone on it? Or maybe Wade. Maybe it was Wade. I don't know. One of those, somebody told me to do it, and I was like, that's a great.
That is a good idea. Like, I didn't realize that was why that was there.
Yeah. It's just this whole base, I'm pretty sure, with the exception of over here where all the wheat and stuff is, the rest of the base is 100% mob proof. There will be no mob spawns anywhere.
Nice. I know that's important to a lot of people.
Yeah. I wanted it not only just for the witches, and their production, but because I wanted to be able to AFK anywhere and not have to worry about dying.
Right.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah. Oh, I forgot one thing I need to show you.
I like my flower.
I got really lucky.
Oh,
Yet
no
again.
way. You're
Yeah.
joking.
I know, right? It's kind of amazing. Come over to the wheat field.
So there's the mushroom.
Yeah, come toward the tree, the beehive. I don't see you anywhere. Oh, well, you'll have a little bit to walk then. Here, I'll come get you.
Boink, boink. Oh, there you are.
Da-da-da. Are you trampling my crops?
No, I didn't. I went around.
With your running. Mm-hmm.
I went totally around. I would never.
You're trampling my grass. Get off my lawn.
Oh, man. Great.
I'm messing around over here, right? And doing this whole thing. And I hear stuff happening. So I'm milling about and I come down here. And lo and behold, what did I find?
Oh, God. Really? Another one?
Yeah, it's Skelly Spawner too. So if you'll put your F3 on, we're on level 65.
Uh-huh.
So this is basically a surface spawner. I love this. I love this spot.
Yeah.
I found this spot and I was just like, oh my God, this is just, for whatever reason, I love this spot.
I like it too.
It's really pretty to me. I see you seeing me.
You see him? What?
He was seeing me and I was seeing him see me.
That's bad.
What?
You're not supposed to see an Enderman seeing you.
Oh, look what I got.
What did you get? A head?
Yep.
Ah!
Check it out.
Psst. I'm telling you, the luck is just like falling off of you. It's disgusting.
Do you want this head? I don't.
No, it's fine.
Oh, that's amazing. I don't believe I got it. I got it on camera. That's awesome.
Well, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Craft Theory. Thanks, Kender, for bringing me over here and showing everybody all this amazing stuff.
Oh, well, thank you for coming over. I'm glad that you liked it, and I hope everybody else did too.
Hey, if you don't love it, there's something wrong with you.
That's right.
Well,
how can you not?
Join me next week for another episode, and I'll see you then. Bye.
See you later.